We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Baltimore Orioles and the Chicago Cubs. Greg Maddux gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy is doing quite a job against lefties. He's held lefties to an under 200 batting average to start the season, so he's doing a lot of things right when the lefties step into the batter's box.
First delivery to him on the way. Jose Iglesias is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
In there, and it's 0-2 now. Now a swing and a miss on the fastball. Then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
And this is popped foul, but perhaps playable behind first. There to take it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now.
Batting third, the right fielder.
Now at the plate, Trey Mancini. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
And it's fouled away. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. In now, Ernie Banks. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch.
The shortstop, Ernie.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Going back is the left fielder. Gone! So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. The 550th of his great career, and they've taken a 1-run lead.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this, with pop at the plate, can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
And this sails right over Davis's head. Fortunately, the catcher's there to back things up. Stepping in, Chris Bryant. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League.
There's a lot of ways to get on base. Base hit, a walk, hit by pitch. This guy's in the top 5 on base percentage. He does a little bit of all of those things.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped him up. Iglesias calls for it. And that's the first out of the inning. So striding forward now, Andre Dawson. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, they got to find a way to put yesterday behind them. They got pounded without question, but today is a new day, and they regroup and grind and try and do the little things to try and win this ball game.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. So a runner at first with 2 away, and that brings in Anthony Rizzo, runner back standing. Here comes the first pitch. Chop this one right side. And Davis will take this one himself to retire the side. Cubs are on the board. Second inning coming up in Chicago, and with more on the weather forecast, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I am hearing that heavier rain is expected.
Leading off the Baltimore, the third baseman, Renato.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Renato Nunez is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Dwight Smith Jr. is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet, and I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Austin Hayes is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
At the plate now, Austin wins. From the belt, the pitch inside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. He's in at second safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game. Here's Chris Davis now.
Yeah, it's always nice to get a run right back after you've given one up to the guys in the other dugout. So he squares this thing up really well to drive in a run and ties us up at 1.
Davis, who's often called Crush Davis. He was a 5th-round pick. And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Orioles get bottom of the inning now, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Jason Hayward. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Under it is Hayes, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting seventh, the second baseman, Ryan Sandberg.
Ready now, Ryan Sandberg, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race.
Boy, talking about having a great month. He absolutely killed it last month, hitting over 400. This guy's one of the most dangerous hitters in all of baseball.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Iglesias is there, and a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
The catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Stepping into the box, Wilson Contreras having a very nice year, currently 2nd in the NL batting chase.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
That gets down, and the inning continues. So worst case scenario, a 2-out base hit, and the pitcher will not lead off next inning.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Greg Maddux.
Standing in now, Greg Maddux. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Hayes on the run for it. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Cole Stewart. 9-1-2 due up. Out in front of it, strike one. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. It'll be a leadoff single.
Well, you never want to give up a hit to an opposing pitcher, but when you give one up to an AL pitcher, it's downright annoying. Can't let it get to you, though.
And that's high for a ball, 1-0. Fouled off. Stewart on at first, nobody out. A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Hayward is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
Woo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. First pitch of the at-bat. Renato Nunez will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. 0-2. Here it is. Got him. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. The three of us.
We're just about set to go here as the Cubs come to bat in the 3rd inning, and Chicago fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. In fact, with the highest team batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging percentage in all of Major League Baseball, it's probably safe to say they have the absolute best offense in the sport these days. As one player told me earlier, yeah, I mean, you don't have to dig too deep into the stats to understand the level we're playing at. We have a special group, we know it, and we still think we can get better. Safe to say no one else around the league hopes they can, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Mancini moving back at the track, but he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again. And a fine start to the inning for the Cubbies. It's a leadoff triple.
Yeah, and most guys that hit for the cycle can get a single or a double, but struggle with the rest. Not this guy. He's already got the homer and the triple, so the hardest parts are out of the way. We'll see what the rest of the game holds in store.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Albert Almora. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. From the belt, the pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from 3rd.
Boy, talk about striking on back-to-back pitches, D'Aro. A triple, then followed by a single. Big inning lurking here.
Yeah, Dan, I think that's a game plan today against this guy right now. Being aggressive in the zone. If he's going to attack, then they're going to pull the trigger.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. Chris Bryant plates a pair with a home run. Home run number 47 thus far. And the Cubs have taken a 4-1 lead.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
Into the box now, Andre Dawson. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The windup and the 0-1. Three runs already home here. Lifted in the air to right field. Therefore, it is Mancini, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batter, the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
So the base is empty here with one away. And into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder is on the move, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he'll reach second now with one away.
The left fielder, number 24, Jason Hayward.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0-1, here's the pitch. Smoke toward third, and that's through into left, a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away. And that, as you see, will extend his hitting streak to an even 30 ball games. That is some month of baseball.
D-Row, I'm going to have to ask you about this. Is that kind of the number when you start thinking about, hey, you're having a really good streak?
I would say 5 is probably a really good.
So this guy's raking right now.
30 games. You know what I think of when I think of 30 games? That's a month.
And they'll add one more to the lead. It's now a 5-1 ball game. So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. From the stretch. High and deep to right center. Mancini moving back. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Into the box now, Dwight Smith Jr. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 1 ball, no strikes the count. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. And it's 1-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Fouled away.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Again, a 1-2.
Ball match outside.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup. Back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
And he fouls this one off. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. Hayes, a native Floridian. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Stays alive, still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Well, he's really rolling on the mound right now. All you have to do is look at the last 4 hitters for evidence. All 4 of them have gone down on strikes, as you're seeing here. That's not easy to do, so you know he's got to be pretty dialed in out there.
And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
And it's fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. Fouled off. Fouled away.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will. So in now for Chicago, Greg Maddux. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Liner towards second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
Long throw to the plate. And he is safe at the plate as they open things further to 6-1 now.
Dan, back-to-back pitches, double, then single, ambush tactics.
Boy, I tell you what, they're swinging the bats early. You have a double, then an RBI single to drive them in. Potential for a real big inning here.
Chopped now to short. Can they get 2? To second for 1. Back to first, and he throws it away. And now, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there. Brandon Bailey answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Number 59.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Chris Bryant is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing. Hard stuff on the corner, and he's got him 0-2 now. 6 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. The 1-2. Line towards center field. Hayes is there, 2 gone.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Andre Dawson. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Scooped up. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. We played 4 full. It's the Cubs 6 and the Orioles 1. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. With just 1 hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up, so we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
And he fouls this one off. Oh, and they still have no answer for him up there. 6 straight punch-outs now, and there's 1 away. Anthony Santander will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Fastball in there for a called strike. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 5 homers and 22 RBIs. That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Grounded to third. And that's the 2nd out.
The bat, number 11.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. An error allowed him to reach base in his last appearance. And that's in there for strike one.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch strike to.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Now pitching for the Orioles, number 23, Wade LeBlanc.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Anthony Rizzo stands in as he swings and misses for strike one.
Like that pitch there, lefty on lefty matchup, curveball away to a lefty, smart pitch.
Hit hard towards center, and that's going to be a base hit for Rizzo. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard. So a ringing single here to center field makes it 2 hits for him on the night. And as we pull up our Cubs leaderboard, you can see he ranks second on the team in that category. So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. From the stretch.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Base hit into right center. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
Into the box, Ryan Sandberg. Popped up. Davis is calling for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Wilson.
So a runner aboard at second here with 1 away. And Wilson Contreras digs in at the plate. First offering on its way. This one's down to third. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
The pitcher, number 31, Greg Maddux.
Striding in, Greg Maddux. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a little blooper to center. Urias ranging into the outfield. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. Into the box, Ramon Urias. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
And another strike. Good fastball under the hands. It's 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Trey Mancini sent packing for out number 2 in the 6th. Renato Nunez is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. And it's fouled away. Seared down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. 1 run on 3 hits and 2 Baltimore errors thus far. Heading out towards shallow right. Dawson is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ernie Banks. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Smith is there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Now batting, center fielder.
Stepping up now, Albert Almora. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set, and the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And no one will get this one. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on 1 right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Here's Chris Bryant now. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. Mancini is there. 2 down. Two away now for the Cubs in the 6th. And that means up next it'll be the Hall of Famer Andre Dawson. Hit hard to short. Iglesias is up with it. In a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. 7th inning ready to roll, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Dwight Smith Jr.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Here comes the first pitch. Austin Hayes comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Hit softly on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly on to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
Now batting, the catcher, Austin Wynn.
Digging in, Austin wins. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. Swing, and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. Rizzo is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. Orioles down on just 4 pitches. They're down 7-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that brings in Anthony Rizzo.
The first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
First delivery to him on the way. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. Home run number 39 on the season for him, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
The left fielder, number 24.
To the plate now, Jason Hayward, as he will line this one into right center, and this is going to get down and should be extra bases. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night.
Well, lefty on lefty, this is a tough matchup, but he stays in there, keeps that front shoulder closed, and just rips the pitch for a two-bagger. Nice job of defying the odds there.
Michael Luker is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Andrew Velasquez will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Digging in, Wilson Contreras. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Smith will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. The Cubs get a run. Chris Davis at the plate now. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Now batting, number 88.
Sliced hard down the left field line. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double. Stepping in now, Jose Iglesias.
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it. He clearly hit it well because it bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
The 0-2 once more. This is line to left, and that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Fouled off. The 0-2 home. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Trey Mancini is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Coming up on the century mark in pitches now through the first 7 2/3.
And he's going to empty the bucket right here. He sees the finish line, Dan, and he's got a chance at this.
Well, there's no doubt about it right now. And what makes it easier?
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Orioles strand a couple. It's still an 8. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And next will be the speed threat. Ernie Banks. Heading out towards shallow right. Right fielder is on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Center fielder.
So 1 gone here in the Chicago 8th. And into bat next is Albert Almora. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Smith is there now, and it's 2 pitches, 2 out.
Up next for the Cubs.
Ready once again, Chris Bryant. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid.
And he will get there to make the running play. And here's Renato Nunez starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. Striding into the box, Dwight Smith Jr. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. 1-0 the count. Pitch on the way. Fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's feel is still top notch. This guy's a horse.
And he fouls this one off. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
Yet another strikeout for him on the mound. And fellas, this has been one of his favorite victims tonight. That's the third time he sent him packing. So he's got him pretty well figured out. Not that the rest of this lineup has been much better.
He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 5 homers and 14 driven in. Baltimore down to their final strike. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled off. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he'll put this one away without much trouble. And the Cubs will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Hey, listen, in baseball, we don't see very many complete games any longer because of pitch counts. But listen, he was good from the first.